Alright you lot, how's it going? I hope everyone's alright. I hope if you're a regular of my channel, I hope you're nice, and if you're just watching this just because you wanted to see the review on this Stanley socket set, then I hope you're alright as well. I hope you stick around. So what we've got this. Now this was, I've got to give a bit of a shout out quickly before we start the first look and review, because this was actually on my Amazon wish list, and a very loyal subscriber of mine, Glyn, actually bought it for me, and so here it is here. He gave me the option of waiting until Christmas to open it, or to open it now. So I opened it now, and yeah, we'll have a look at it, because whenever I can find a toolkit, I like to try and give my opinion on it to help other people out. My opinion may or may not be any good, but I like other people's opinions, so hopefully my one will go to help some of you out anyway. So what this is, it's a Stanley sort of socket set, but you get other things with it as well. So it's not just sockets, you get Allen keys and things with it. Limited edition, apparently. Quick release ratchets. 78 pieces. You get a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch ratchet in there. On the back, I must point out, it's very sturdy. I really like how sturdy it is. On the back we've got, this is just obviously the cardboard sort of sleeve. It tells you everything what you get inside there, and oh, I thought that was going to be a bit of noise in the background there, but it went. Anyway, it tells you everything that you get inside, all the sockets that you get, the ratchets, you've got all your extension bars, your Allen keys, your little screwdriver bits and bobs. So that's everything that you get in there. And so let's have a look at it in person. Now this is exciting. I love tools, and I love getting new tools as well as old tools. If you come across some old tools, it's bloody brilliant. So let's have a look to see exactly what we get. Righto then. Position the camera a little bit better for you, hopefully, so that you can see in there. So you've got very nice, these feel, the whole case itself is very sturdy and thick plastic. Yeah, it's plastic, it's not metal. Personally, I would prefer metal, but if the plastic is good quality and thick, and it ain't going to break, because sometimes what you get is you get the little hinges on the back. They often break off on these socket sets, plastic ones. But this is a good quality one, just like the Halford's advanced set. I mean, I wouldn't, Halford's, people say Halford's, bloody hell, but their advanced toolkits are pretty good, and these are nice and solid. You've got these little clips like that. They feel quite solid, because they'll often break off as well when you get these toolkits. If you get a cheaper one, you'll often find that this will break off after a bit of time. They can break off quite easily, and they just come off, and you're like, well, I haven't got a clip anymore. So, oh look, it seems that we've lost a couple of our sockets have come off. So when you first open it, well, you can only see the bottom half. Well, maybe I'll adjust the camera a little bit. There we go, this should be a little bit better for you. So at the top there, we've got some Allen keys. They go from 7 all the way down to 1.5. We've got screwdriver bits. We've got more screwdriver bits up here. There is it looks like an adapter to put on the end of your screwdriver, so that you can put your bits in there. We've got an extension bar. We've also got another longer extension bar for the 1/4 inch, another one short one for 1/4 inch. What's this? A 4mm. So you've got your 4mm sockets, 4.5 all the way up to 14mm, and then you've got your 1/4 inch ratchet and your screwdriver. That's all in the top section. Now, as far as the ratchets go, they're nice and solid. It's solid. The grip is nice. I do like the grip. That's quite a solid sort of little movement there. Makes that nice noise. I don't like the noise if you get a bit of a cheaper set. Or some even the cheaper ones are a bit tinny. When they make that noise, it just sounds like a tinny sort of cheap sound. Silverline, their ratchets, or the ones I've got anyway. you can sort of spend 40 quid or so on a socket set, and the ratchet will just sound not very nice at all. Well, if I had one to hand, I would do a comparison, but I don't have one to hand. So you got that, and you got your quick release button. Feels quite nice to hold. So I like that. Remember, this is just a first look and quick review upon my first impressions. This isn't sort of I've used it for a month and this is what I think of it. If you want that, then I can do another review on it after I've actually used this socket set. But this is just a first look, remember. So you get from here, you get from 10mm all the way up to 32 mils, 32mm all the way up. The sockets themselves, if I can get one out, it's good that they're held in there quite tight. Sometimes it's difficult to get in between. Some socket sets you get, the sockets are in them little bits there so bloody tight, you can't get them out. You've got to take your extension bar out, jam it in the top of the socket and lever it out. And then you get other ones where they're too loose and they fall out all over the place. So when you open it up, they all fall out. None of them have done that just yet. They did earlier on though. So there you've got our sockets. They feel nice, pardon me, they feel nice and heavy. Definitely I would say made out of pretty good quality material. You've got your size and a little bit of writing on there as well on your socket. If you can hear that squeaking in the background, by the way, that's the old I've got a tape player on in the background and listen to a bit of music, and every now and again the tape gets stuck and it makes that noise. Anyway, another extension bar for a 1/2 inch. I think that's quite nice. I like the way they got writing on everything. Some socket sets that you buy only have writing on a few things and the rest are plain, but these are nice. Let's have a look at this 1/2 inch ratchet. It's got a nice handle on it. Sorry about that there, dudes. I turned the tape off because it was making a lot of squealing, and I didn't want it to annoy you lot. Anyway, so yeah, it's got bloody nice. It's got a nice grip on it actually. I don't usually go for ratchets that have got a grip on. I tend to like the ones that are just a whole metal handle. But you know, sometimes if the grip is a nice grip, it's all right. And when I put this on my wish list, my Amazon wish list, I thought to myself, well, if it's Stanley, it's probably going to be quite good. So I'm going to take that risk and go for a rubber grip one. And it just so happens that risk at the moment has worked. You will find that with some ratchets, this rubber grip can be bad, because if you happen to get, it depends on what you're using them to work with. If you're a mechanic, car mechanic, plant mechanic, any kind of mechanic where you work with engines and things, if you get diesel and petrol and brake cleaner and other substances in here, it can, or oil, it can WD-40, etc., it can work its way in, and then the whole rubber grip comes loose, and sometimes it can pop off, or it will just keep turning. So when you're ratcheting, it'll keep turning, it might come off and things. So time will tell whether this does, because some of you may or may not know that I do work with a lot of cars, bikes, and I do get a lot of petrol, diesel, oil, kerosene, brake cleaner, brake fluid, all kinds of stuff goes on my tools. It's just the way that it is when you're doing something up and it squirts out all over the place and blah blah blah. So if this grip comes loose, I'll be sure to let you know in my review that I'm going to make after a few months of actually using this toolkit. You got an R and an L marked on your little adjuster there to go from right and left. That makes a nice. Yeah, that makes a nice sound. It feels nice and solid as well. There is a little bit of movement in there, but you got to expect that with little ball bearings in there. I should imagine it's probably the same as most of them, little ball bearings, I would have thought. Not entirely sure, but I should think so. That's probably how most ratchets work. There was an old ratchet that I took apart once. It had a series of cogs inside it. So, you never know. Probably, I would imagine it's all ball bearings though. You've got writing on there as well. So it feels very nice metal. It just feels nice and solid. It does feel solid, and I mean that. It feels like the whole lot of this just feels solid. You know, it don't feel cheap. It all feels nice and solid. Some of you maybe, you know, oh, there we go. Some of those are falling out now. These ones are loose. Those ones, yeah, those ones are loose in there. So that is a point down for Stanley on that one, I'm afraid. You've made that a bit too. Yeah, see, that is. It's not the end of the world, you know. It's not gonna. It wouldn't let it deter you from buying this set. But it's just a little bit. No, a little bit of blue tack in there, or a little bit of something in there. I can stop that. Where was I? Yeah, some of you may be thinking it's bloody made of metal. Of course it's going to be solid. Well, there will also be some of you out there that will have bought a cheaper or a relatively expensive socket set, but not from a well-known brand, where the ratchets, they just feel light and they feel cheap and they don't feel good in the hand. So really, it all comes down to the material used to make this, because you can get bad metal, good metal, you know. Good materials, depends what you're making them out of, aluminium or whatever. It could be bad, can be good, but these ones are all solid. Even the little ones, they all feel solid. These extension bars, even that's quite heavy for a little extension bar. Even that is quite heavy. No, there'll be other ones out there. There'll always be arguments. There'll be people out there that are saying, oh, I've been a mechanic for 40 years and I don't want heavy tools, I want light tools. Heavy ones make your arm hurt when you're... Yeah, whatever. I like heavy tools. You know, when it comes to tools, I genuinely believe the weight determines... Well, in some respects, the weight determines how strong it is. Not always, but most of the time. So, I think this is a bloody good set, to tell you the truth. I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. You know, time will tell how things go with it. I don't tend to use these screwdriver bits in socket sets. I've got screwdrivers for that. But I may use these, because a lot of the time you'll find with these ones you get in these little rubber sets, is they're not particularly strong. And you'll find that they sort of break off or round off relatively easily. So that's why I don't tend to use them. I tend to just use a dedicated screwdriver, you know. And like I said, a lot of my work abuses screwdrivers. So anyway, we've got Allen keys. Let's have a quick look at the Allen keys. Some of you may be interested in those. I'm particularly interested in these. One of the reasons I chose this set, because it comes with Allen keys. This is a very handy set that you can just take this if you needed to. You've got everything you need in here. You've got screwdriver bits. You haven't got any flatheads. No, you've got no flatheads. They're all posi drives or crossheads. So that's a downside. But you've got everything you need. You've got small... Oh, hello. You've got small sockets all the way from 4mm up to 14 on the 1/4 inch. You've got you've got 3 extension bars. That was obviously for half. You've got a little sort of angle thingamajig. You've got Allen keys all the way from 7 to 1.5mm, and then you've got, you know, all your bigger sockets are up to 32. So this is sort of like a socket set that you can take everywhere, and that's one of the reasons I sort of chose it, because I can just put this in the car when I'm going out. If I'm taking a lawnmower somewhere or something, I can put this in the car and I know that I've got most things I need. I haven't got to take a big toolbox full of sockets and different ratchets and things, so it's quite handy. So that is what I would say. If we can close it, there we go. That, I would say, is a very good little socket set, little tool set. If you're looking to get it, then I would definitely recommend it so far. But then again, it was just a first look to see how it feels. We'll find out whether the ratchets hold up, because some ratchets, they give up very quickly. You know, you can be ratcheting something and all of a sudden it'll go and you have no knuckles left, and yeah, they don't work very well. Some just break, some sockets break. I've had sockets shatter before. I've had all sorts. Snapped a ratchet. Some will say you're abusing the tools for it to do that, but then again, I reckon it's down to inferior material. But anyway, this is what we got, and I would give it a thumbs up for now. In about 2 months or so, when I've given it a good bit of use, used all the ratchets, both ratchets, and all that, and we'll come back and we'll do a review if it's requested. Put in the comments if you want to see that. Yeah, let me know if you want to see that, and we'll see what it actually performs like. So if you turned up here just to see this review, and you like the look of it or whatever, then please think about subscribing, and hopefully I'll be seeing you, or you'll be seeing me, and a few more videos to come. It's Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays is my weekly uploads. I also do a series on a Sunday. Currently doing CB radios and receivers. Did old cameras before, now I'm doing CB radios and receivers. I'm also supposed to be getting a compressor in SGS Engineering. So I'm supposed to be getting a compressor from them in order to review. I did an unboxing and reviewed the old one, and once they've sorted out a few motor issues or whatever, they should be sending me a new one, 100 litre one, or is it 150 litre? 150 litre I believe, the belt driven one this time to review. So that should be coming up. I'll be doing a first look and review of that, and also we'll be testing it, we'll be using it for a few things. We'll be undoing wheel nuts, we'll be doing all kinds of things with it to see how it actually performs, and I've actually bought a decibel meter so we can see how loud it is as well. So we've got that to come. Thanks for watching everyone, have a great day, take care.